that'll work. Okay. How's it going, everybody? It is Dunkle Dylan here, aka Dylan Breeden. And today we are doing another what if. But this one I really wanted to do. Plus, another guy actually reminded me. He's a friend. He's another member of the Hands of Chaos. This is what if Deku was left behind. Now, in case you're wondering what do I mean by actually I should probably explain. Oh, before we start the video, I'm gonna give you some background rules on what this world's like. In this world, well, quirks are really important. And in case you're wondering how important, I mean like Gotham money important. Like, you have to have a quirk, otherwise you might as well just commit suicide or just be forced marriage to a person who wants a quirkless husband or a quirkless wife. You get the point. Pretty much, if you're quirkless, you're a horse, is what I'm saying. You're a sex toy to people who have quirks. Meaning, the government is very greedy, it is very corrupted. That's where I'm getting at. Now, we start off with Izuku in a trash bin. Yeah, you heard me right, in a trash bin. Why? It's quite simple. Izuku was left there. That's why it's called What If Deku Was Left Behind. Now, he is just an infant child. Inko threw him there because he was quirkless. Like, you need quirks, otherwise you're just fucked. So, yeah, like, quirks are important. But Izuku just sees this tall man, which is this picture you would see. Only such an innocent child. Sorry if I can't do my Bane voice very well. I will raise you to be strong and defend the weak and break the strong. Izuku is just holding him like a little one. And people say I am a villain back at Gotham. To think I left that all behind. Now I have a child to raise. I wonder. And Bane looks in his pocket to find his little teddy bear. Here you go, little one. Now, what should I name you? Ah, I got the perfect name for you. Cerberus. A perfect name for a sad time. Nah. Like I said, sorry about my Bane voice. I'm doing the Dark Knight Rises work. Well, technically I'm not, but I'm just using that voice because I used a lot of Russian voices. Well, this is my home, little cub. And he just walked. And by the way, they're living in like this very crappy apartment. Oh, it ain't much, but it will do. Now I gotta get more than one job. Luckily, quirkless always get a job. And pretty much this is when you just see Bane walk out. Now, this is when we hear, "Give me your money, old man. I know you're quirkless. Why else would you go to such a crappy apartment?" Bane just turns around just to see this guy with a knife. "You fucking deaf? Give me your money!" Bam! Stupid human. Just because I am quirkless does not mean I don't know how to fight. I have done the impossibles. I have broke the bat in Gotham. I may not be known here which is good for me and my new adopted son, who I am proud to have a quirkless son. You are all a disgrace. Even Batman is quirkless, and he does a better job than you parasites. You give heroes a bad name. Even the Joker would be a better hero than you. Now, I am giving you a chance to flee. If you don't, I will kill you. Fuck you, old man! And Bane just snaps his neck. I warned you. And he just taps the body and goes thump. What is with teenagers these days? I swear, they are more dumber than kids at Gotham. I hope Cerberus does not end this way. Now this is when he gets a job at, I'm gonna say like, Food City. Because that's pretty much a big thing now. And due to COVID-19 and all that. And he's wearing a very cool looking mask. But turns out he uses that to breathe. That's when they found out. And that would be 75. Can't you just cut me some slack? I wish, but you know the rules. I know. We quirkless people have to stick together, huh? Indeed. Now, I'm gonna do like a big time skip. 15 years has passed. Izuku is now 15. Well, actually, yeah. Actually, no. Izuku's now 10. I'm gonna say that. Izuku's 10. But Cerberus. Yes. Come. Today we start training. I'm not gonna go to UA, so what's the point in training? To defend yourself, so you don't have to rely on these disgraces of heroes. Now, let us begin your training. Actually, scratch that. Izuku's 5. Yeah, Izuku starts at the age of 5. I feel like that's a little bit better. Yeah, age of 5. I know I'm sorry, but I'm trying to think of a good reason why he should be like the buffness of your like the picture you see now. Now, in case you're wondering, this is comic book Bane, not Arkham Bane. The reason I'm using Arkham Knight Rises voice is mostly because it is a lot more easier. Plus, I use the Russian accent way too much. And I use this one like I would sound like Kratos, so take a guess. The Arkham Knight one sounds more fair. Now, over the past years, Izuku and Bane just start training. And in case you're wondering where they train at the forest, where no one can see them. You have done well, my Cerberus. You make an old man proud. Now that you know that you can be born in the darkness, and know that you can survive and use fear and intimidation, you can probably break the world. I am not teaching you just to conquer. I am teaching you to protect yourself, my icon. Do you understand? Izuku nods. Splendid. Now, let us go. Tonight we are having a feast. We are having, well, let's say KFC. We rarely have that. Izuku nods. Splendid. Now they just go to a KFC restaurant and they go home. I'm afraid I'll have to leave early today again. I hope you can manage yourself. Izuku nods. Good. Now, this is when Bane checks his watch. I must go to work, my son. Take care. Izuku nods. As soon as Bane leaves, Izuku just clenches his fist. Damn it. If I can't use my skills for good, maybe I can use it so it gets at least some money. People always pay to see fights. And there is a straight fight not far from here. Or maybe be a mercenary. Those are the only two things I could think of that could probably give me money. I'll start slow, so Dad doesn't get worried. I know he's training me to defend myself. But I can't live like this. I love you, Dad, but sometimes it's best that a cub finds its own path. That's what you told me. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Get us enough money so we can live like kings instead of peasants. But to do that, I have to betray you. And Izuku just looks at the mask and the venom. It's a good thing he brought more than one canister. Now, this is when Izuku makes his own mask that is similar to Bane's from the comic. Now, the reason he wears this mask is mostly so he can, well, you know, not hurt people. Well, actually, so he can look more intimidating. Now, in case you're wondering how buff Izuku is going to be, look at part 2. This is just part 1. We're just starting. Now, this is when Izuku puts on the mask and grabs a container of venom. Which turns out he just has to wear a brace. Huh. I guess this will do for now. And Izuku just jumps off the window. And in case you're wondering how tall they're like Izuku just climbs under it. And Izuku just runs off. Good thing Dad only comes back at 12 a.m. in the afternoon. If it wasn't for his teachings, I probably wouldn't know this place. Now, Izuku finds a fight. And this is when people just see. Now, this is when one of the grand finale makers just pretty much just see Izuku. Just standing there. You here to fight? Yeah. Your name? The Breaker. Alright, Breaker. Go on in. Your fighting starts now. Got it. And Izuku walks. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a new competitor in the ring. For round 1, the Breaker. Pretty much next you just hear some music playing in the background, and let's just say it's like some random music. And on this corner, the 7th champion in a row. Oh, come on. Not Mineta. You guys would have been like, wait, what? Kirishima! What? 7th champion this past 3 months. And Izuku just plops his neck. Good fight? Let's get this over with. Ready? Fight! Kashiro charges, but Izuku pretty much counter it, grabs him by the hair, and pretty much just throws him. Nearly out of the ring, Kirishima didn't grab something. Whoa. Not bad. Strength quirk? Beat me and you'll find out. And Izuku gets into a wrestling stance. Ah, alright. Now this is fun. And Izuku, who just counters his punch and literally punches him straight in the, well, face. Ah. Now Izuku pretty much just keeps countering his attacks. Now, this is when Kirishima hardens up one of his arms and pretty much tries to punch Izuku, but Izuku just counters it and pretty much just flings him to a barrel. Oh, bending it a lot. Damn, this guy's good. I gotta know what his quirk is and who trained him. This is so much fun. You know, you're actually the longest one I ever fought that's actually winning. Then you must have known when you would lose, huh? Izuku grabs him by the shirt and just flings him again, except he is out of the ring. The Breaker wins! Unbelievable! Oh, the crowd is cheering for you, Breaker! Here's the reward! And this one he is given $7,000. That will do. And Izuku just walks off. This is when Kirishima says, well, shit, I lost. Heh. Well, that was fun. And Izuku just pretty much walks off. And luckily, secretly just sneaks back in the apartment. This is when he hears, dude, they got nothing here. Only thing except in here is KFC. Bro, this is sad. This is when Izuku just puts up his mask and puts up his venom. In case you're wondering, Bane has like a number of these, so he wouldn't give a shit. Now, Izuku hasn't used his venom yet. But this is when he sees two buff guys that are the same buff as him. He's thinking, okay, probably it's best to use the venom now. Let's hope Dad doesn't notice. He turns it on, and pretty much this is when his muscles expand just enough that no one will know. Actually, enough that people might think they notice, but not really. They'll just think he works out a lot. Now, this is when Izuku just walks towards the goons. And they just see this dude with a wrestling outfit. Dude, that's the Breaker. Hey, man. And Izuku just snaps the guy's neck. Jesus Christ. And grabs the other guy and instantly just slowly crushes his head. Eye is starting to pop out. His tongue got bitten. He bit his own tongue off, I should say. And next thing you know, you just hear a splat. Brain juice and blood is spattered everywhere now. Damn it. Now I gotta clean up this mess before Dad gets home. And next thing you know, Izuku just flings the bodies out. Like, he doesn't even do shit. He just flings them out the window. Oh. And takes off his mask immediately and puts the venom away. And he hides it, like, under his bed. Now, this is when Deku pretty much starts mopping the damn floor because bloodstains are a pain in the ass to get off. Believe me, I know. Oh, don't ask. When he gets done mopping the floor, he pretty much just say, almost clean enough to eat off. If it wasn't for it being a damn crappy apartment. And Izuku puts up the stuff and he hears, Izuku, I'm home. Hey, Dad. How was your day? I could ask you that. True, you are always at home. I keep forgetting. Find anything interesting to do? Just play tic-tac-toe alone, as usual. Always keeping up with our experience. You want to play some chess? Sure. I got nothing better to do. And that's where I'll leave it off. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This has been Dunkle Dylan here, aka Dylan Breeden. Bye.